Hey, it's Alistair from Layman Digest. This is part 2 of the electrostatic fusor series. I've made 2 updates in short form that you can check out right here. That'll kind of get you up to date on what's been happening. You can also check out our part 1, which is right here. And I don't really know what's going to happen. We're going to be confining some air molecules, but I don't even know if the pump works. I haven't even tested the pump, so just hoping and praying that everything works out, and this is going to be really awesome. So let's jump right in. Science. So here's the electrostatic fusor in all of its glory. We got the threaded pump here. That's just a nut, and then like a little valve thing that came with the hose that I bought. So that hose goes right to the gauge, and then the gauge goes to the pump, actually, is how that works. And then we got the power supply here, which is connected to a surge protector, just a $5 little fix that'll keep the electronics safe. But I got this, it's an AC to DC, of course, because DC is going to be far better for this application. It'll just be a constant anode, even though it doesn't really matter because this is still a step up to a pulse generator, so it doesn't really matter. I know those are fancy words. I mean, I'm not even really sure what they mean, but I've done enough research to actually make this make sense. So, yeah. And I got this switch here. It's kind of just an emergency shut off, and I have it connected to the electron flow, not the other side. Just the earliest electron shut off just seemed like a better idea, so I did the black wire instead of the red one. And got the jar, that's just gonna go on top, and I got these clamps, I'm gonna clamp it down. I also need to ground the other pulse generator because I only need one. Like I don't need this to arc to this. I just need this to be an anode, really. So I'm just gonna ground the other one. And I'm also gonna ground the this. So yeah. The step up has basically 2 pulse generators. One's going here, one's going out here, and then this is also being grounded on a separate wire, which is right here. So I'll get that done, and then, yeah. And then I also need to put oil in the pump because that has no oil in it right now, and of course it needs that to rotate. So, yeah. So I wasn't really able to get a better angle than, did I say banger? I meant better angle than this on the pump, but basically I just need the oil to be in between the min and max. So I'm just gonna put like the 3/4 mark. I actually accidentally got some on my finger because I just poked through the hole. Like these things are so annoying, these foil things. But I'm pretty sure it's just like mineral oil. I'll still wash it off, but yeah, let me pour this in right now. And I think I might need the other bottle because that barely filled it up. So let me be right back. Okay, I'm back, and let's see if this fills it up. If it doesn't, I'll have to go to Walmart. Oh. Okay, I'm glad I stopped because that is right. Uh-oh. Oh. Shoot. That went over. I might need to get some of that out of there. Yeah, let me be right back. I'll get a pipette. Yeah, that was stupid. I don't need a pipette. I need an Allen wrench because you can actually use the valve to get to actually do the oil changes. So I'm just gonna use that and get out a little bit right now. So let's get the right bit here. And I'm just gonna remove this because, well, I'm gonna remove it very slowly because I don't want to let out a ton I only want to let out as much as I have to let out, because that is kind of wasteful if I just dump all this for that. Let's see. There we go. All right, that ought to be good. Yeah. It's still a little higher than I wanted, but I don't want to waste any more than I have to, so I'm just going to stop it right there. All right, some pretty messy grounding right here. I don't have stakes, like I said, but you know, this one doesn't even technically need to be grounded, so that one I'm not worried about. This one I had to make sure that it got pretty deep, because it is a live wire. So in fact, I do actually need to make sure that these don't probably touch the screws, because you know, I don't want that. I don't want any free electrons going through the wood and burning it or something. So yeah, I'll be right back. You know, I decided that it's probably best to just have that screwed there anyway, because you know, it'll keep it secure. I won't accidentally hit that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And in hindsight, I probably should have put that one on this side so that it would be over there. I mean, I could still like move the fusor, the whole thing around, but yeah. So I think that we're actually ready to start testing. Okay, so here it is. Unfortunately, I don't have a second camera to show the gauge while this is happening, but you know, I'll just tell you what voltage I have it on, and you know, I'm just praying that nothing explodes in my face. So this switch is on, so let me just go ahead and turn the pump on and see what happens. So the pressure is really low in there. Like the gauge just shot down immediately, like to nothing. So, and I'm hearing that crackling sound that you generally hear when there's really low pressure. So I'm happy about that. So that seems to be working. Now let's turn this on and see what happens. So I'm not totally sure what happened, but I got up to about 3 volts on this, and I could hear clicking. Like there was definitely some electricity moving somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I got to about 3, and I think I was turning it up to like 4, and the lights cut off. So clearly there was some sort of safety thing that triggered and caused this to no longer produce electricity. So I need to figure out if it's either like I had it on for too long, or maybe the step up has already failed. Yeah, I'm not really sure. And it could have been the surge protector. Like that's very possible. So let's just investigate and see kind of what happened. I do know that this wire is probably safe considering that it's grounded. And I reached my hand, like I was trying to avoid this when I was shutting off the pump, and I didn't see any sparks, so yeah, that's probably safe. Yeah, let's do some investigating. All right, so I've decided that the best way to investigate is just, I'm gonna turn it on really fast. I'm gonna turn on the pump, and immediately I'm just gonna turn up the voltage really high, probably to about 10. And then we'll see what happens from there. Could get shocked, who knows? We're about to find out though. So what I've noticed is that the power supply seems to be a little bit loose. Let's see what's going on here. So yeah, as you can see, there's this gap that was not there before. I'm thinking it's something inside this power supply because I just turned it on again and it was nothing. Now, as far as this step up here, I'm also noticing that there's like flakes of epoxy or something that are like on the wires. Those are not there before, so I'm wondering if this step up already blew out. Because as I know from their reviews, like this thing does not last long. Like it lasts like a few times and then it just blows out. And so I think I've already fried the step up. So that's pretty unfortunate, considering that it's kind of hard to replace that thing, but you know, I just need to unscrew a few things and put it back in. So I could try that. I don't think there's anything wrong with the pump. The pump's still working. The gauge is still reading like negative numbers whenever I turn it on. So that's good. Yeah, I think definitely like we're reaching an optimal pressure for sure. It's something electronic though. Now what I could do is I could just unscrew this and see what's going on. So I might try that. But who knows? So let's find out. So yeah, I've concluded that it's most likely that this thing is either overheated right now or it's fried. So I'm gonna do something a little bit strange and try to put this in the refrigerator, or maybe the freezer. It's probably not good for it, but well, maybe I should just leave it out and then put it in the refrigerator, because this definitely needs cooling that this setup does not provide. So I'll be right back. I'm trying this again, but this time I've refrigerated the power supply, so let's see what happens. Okay, that definitely didn't fix the problem. The light on the power supply did not turn on, so I'm thinking that I need to replace the step-up transformer. I don't even know if I feel like getting that today, but I might, so I'll be back when I do. So I just got the transformer replaced. You obviously can't tell because it looks the same, but yeah, so testing can go on. Well, my light in this room doesn't work for some reason, but I'm doing the best I can here. So the Fusor is giving me a lot of trouble. Obviously, as you saw, I just got the transformer replaced, but I just decided that I need to probably tomorrow afternoon I'll do testing again, and if I get the same results, then I'm gonna need to rethink something. And there's definitely going to be a part 3. I'm not giving up on this project whatsoever. But this is giving me a lot of learning experience. So yeah, stay tuned on that, and see you next time on Layman Digest.